Yo, what is going on? It's your boy Hocus, and this is the only guide you need to become a Billboard music producer in 2024. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to network, how to brand, how to make money, how to start businesses, how to open up like a good Instagram page, how to make your Instagram page look nice, all the sort of stuff that you need to go Billboard, hit that 10K a month, get all the placements you want, and really take your music production to the next level. This is a no bullshit guide. What I really want you guys to get from the end of this video is all the information you need to actually go and execute and actually do what I'm telling you to do in this video, because you can know everything, and if you don't do it, it's useless. So take notes on this video, whether it's on like your laptop, your phone, on a notepad, whatever, but just get ready to lock in. Let's get right into it. If you have no placements right now and you're in the scenario of a person who would click on this video, no placements, no money, not making money off your music, no inspiration to make music, and you really just want to grow, I'm working on something huge that'll help you with that. So stay tuned. The Instagram's at Hocus Crazy, post TikToks as well, so make sure you go tap in. Yeah, let's get right into it. Number one is making good music. So that's making good beats, good samples, whatever you make, it has to be good. And it is true that music and music production is 80% networking and 20% music, but that 20% of music doesn't mean your music only has to be 20% good. It means that getting placements is only 20% actually making good music. You also need connections. So you really need to work on your music, bro. What I would recommend to do for this is get into Discord chats that you could send your beats in and ask for advice. Show them to your friends who won't just glaze you and aren't yes men and will literally say to you like, nah, this shit's ass. They won't really know what to change because they probably don't know music production too much, but they can kind of give you an overall like sense if the beat's shit or not, right? Because that's someone you need. You need someone who can actually tell you if it's good or not. So you can know yourself your beats are good, because everyone's going to think their beats are good, right? It's super biased. So yeah, you're going to need someone like that can actually tell you if it's good or not. And then the way you're going to actually want to make beats, good beats, first you're going to need sound selection. And sound selection is the sounds that you use to make the beats. Because just think about it logically for a second. If the things that you're using to make your beats are not good in the first place, it's going to be much harder for the beat to come out good. So I'm going to have some links in the description to some of my favorite sound kits from me and other producers. As you guys probably know, I have my own sound kit company called sound-kits.com. So I have some of my free kits in there, some of my paid kits in there, and some kits from other producers that I use all the time. Next thing you'll want to know for making good beats and good music is having some sort of uniqueness to your beats. So let's say a Wave is making Florida beats, and you make Florida beats and you always use like this distorted 808 and the drums are just like super kind of like always hard hitting and not really mellow. Let's say it's a mellow jazz melody and you kind of just add some crazy drums. You have like your signature, I don't know, like a whistle that you put in all your beats other than your tag. That just gives it a uniqueness that people will know, oh, that's Hocus's beat, oh, that's Genie's beat. You know what I mean? You want to see what the Wave is, so it's easy for you to start up and get placements, because what the Wave is, that's what people are going to kind of look at more. And then you're going to add your own uniqueness to that. And as you get bigger and bigger, you can turn that uniqueness into something more unique and more unique until it's your own, maybe even genre. And some good YouTubers to learn how to make beats, because in this video I'm not going to be showing you how to make beats, because I have a whole bunch of other videos now on my channel and you could find that all over YouTube. There's not many tutorials like this one right here. So yeah, I would say Kavi, KXVI, Max Shooter 49, Steven Schaefer, and me, of course. Those are the four best YouTubers I would say to learn how to make beats, and Dirkey, Dirkey. Alright, on to the next topic. Develop a good Instagram and brand. And I can't lie, this might be one of the most important steps. All of them are equally important. All of them lay on each other like bricks. So this one pretty much just means having a good Instagram page and building a brand. What I mean by this is having a good profile picture, having good highlights, knowing what to post on your page, having a good bio. Something that's not your profile photo is a picture of your dog, you have highlights of on a camping trip you went with your friends, and all your posts are pictures of your girlfriend or some shit, right? You want to make it professional. So when the next step of this, which is networking, when you're networking with people, you want to actually make sure you're getting texts back and people are not going to be like, who the fuck is this bot? And I'm not trying to say that in like a coming off as like cocky or arrogant. I'm generally just trying to say it so you guys understand what other people think and what bigger producers kind of think of producers who look like that. So what I would recommend doing, you might not have a home studio, a nice home studio. Maybe you just have a laptop and speakers. Maybe you just have a laptop and headphones. Turn off your lights, turn on some LED lights, get some color in there. Cook up like this, get a picture from around like this angle. Get one of your boys, get your dad, get your mom, whoever, to take that picture of you. Make that your profile photo. Get some other angles. Make that a post on your page. And then, yeah, that's your profile photo. And now you got some posts. And the only thing you're going to really want to post, and I'm not really limiting this, I'm kind of just limiting this to your posts and not your reels. Reels can be whatever. I'll get into that later. You're your posts are gonna be consisting of, let's say, fit pictures, because I feel like that's super fire and it shows a lot of personality in the producer community. So like pictures of like what you're wearing. Let's say you go out with your friends, you put on a nice ass fit. You could take a picture of that and post it. Maybe on the last slide, post one of your favorite beats. Find a good way to like show your beats and to showcase your beats, not just screen recording an MP3 file. Maybe like, I don't even know, get like a screen recording of like someone playing the Star Wars video game and have your beat in the background if you feel like that would match it. And then post pictures of you in the studio as well, and placements that you get, and like achievements that you get. I would say those are the most important things that you would want to post. Don't post really anything too like personal. That's more stuff you could post on your story. Yeah, that's actually the next one, which is highlights. Highlights is pretty much just like an archive of all your stories that's organized. So for me, I have one where it's kind of just like my life, studios, my placements, and fit pics, because I take a lot of pictures because I like clothes and stuff like that. So yeah, I would recommend you guys could do the exact same for that. You guys could even go through my highlights and see at Hook is Crazy on Instagram. But yeah, if you want to just take pictures of your pictures, you're out with your friends and you see a cool scenery, that's something you could just like post on your story and add it to your life. Because you also don't want to look like someone who doesn't make beats, which is what I was talking about before, having your profile photo as your girlfriend or your dog or something like that. And you don't also want to be the person who's like, you don't even know what they look like. You don't even know if they're a real person, because they're like, the profile photo is like all black. All they post is their beats. They don't really post anything outside of music. I would say that's really important as well. So you can also have some sort of personality behind it, behind your Instagram page, and you don't just look like a bot as well. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up having a good brand image on Instagram. Now let's get into the second most important thing, or the first most important thing, which is networking and outreach. So this is the most important, because this is how you're gonna work with the artists that you want to work with. So what you're gonna want to do, get a list of 10 to 20 artists that you want to work with. So for me over here, I got Lucky, Lil Tony, V's, YTB Fat, YTB Day Money, Rich Amiri, Rob 49, Future, Boston Richie, OTF, Slam Life Shoddy, just a whole bunch of people, right? Some people I'm already working on stuff for, some people I've never even worked with or don't even have connects with yet. But yeah, so what you're gonna do, you're gonna have those. Each month, you're gonna choose 3 of those people that are similar genres. So that means similar, like, maybe I would choose Lucky, V's, and YTM Day Money or Rich Amir, because they all have the similar style. So you're going to write that on a whiteboard on a piece of paper on your phone. So then when you're cooking up, right, you're cooking up, and you're already making good music because you've practiced so much, which is the first step. You've practiced so much, so now your music's good. So now you're making samples and beats for those artists. The way you're going to want to find people who are locked in with them. If you want to find artists who are locked in with them, you're going to want to go to those artists' following and see who has their album cover as their profile photo. Those are going to be all of those artists' friends. And me and Jeannie do this method all the time. We just kind of figure that out, that's how their friends are. And you could turn on notifications for artist stories so you can see when they post on their story and check all of their stories. Sometimes they'll post their beat emails so you can send directly to them. Sometimes they'll post friends who they're with, some of their artist friends, who those people you can also then work with, who are also connected to this big artist who probably won't hit you back at all. That's what networking is, right? Networking isn't just DMing Lucky or DMing Drake, let's work, and if they don't, you stop. Networking is DMing Drake's fucking barber, Drake's friend, Drake's mom, Drake's artist that he manages, his producers, everyone around that artist. Because think about it. If everyone around that artist is using your stuff, has heard of you, that artist, the big artist that you want to get with, is eventually going to hear you. And as I said before, this video is literally just a long-ass yap session, but filled with just fucking sauce. So make sure you just stick around, keep watching. I would also say join group chats. If you know even just one producer, ask them if they have any producer group chats, because what you're going to want to do is, for networking with producers, you're going to network with people within your level. You're not going to shoot up from here, right? You're going to climb up the list. So network with a producer a little bigger than you, a little bigger than you, a little bigger than you, and you'll just keep climbing up, right? You're going to keep climbing up the ladder. So yeah, joining Discord, joining group chats. I'll put my Discord link in the description. Yeah, there's tons of other Discords out there as well to meet new people. And now we have the Genius Method, which teaches you about networking. I have it in a bunch of my other videos as well and on my TikToks. You're going to want to go to genius.com. You're going to search up an artist. you can see any of their albums. You're gonna go to their album and it'll literally say on each song who the album is produced by. Now you have producers who have worked with the artist you want to work with all in one. And if you go to that same spot where it shows the producers, it'll say written by right above. And written by is kind of just like all the people who are on the song, because they don't have a spot for engineers. So if you just make beats, you don't make loops, which I don't really recommend, you can literally hit up the engineers. So if you go to written by and you hover over the little blue name, you can see in their bio if it says engineer or not. If it says engineer, then obviously they're an engineer. You search that name up on Instagram, or that Instagram will be linked to the profile, and you just hit them up. Now you have a hub for all the producers, all the artists, all the engineers, managers who you want to lock in with, bro. Like, you can't tell me that that's not sauce, bro. Like, it doesn't get easier than this, man. It's crazy. And then for networking, the message you're gonna want to send is kind of just saying like, yo, complimenting them, so boost their ego a little bit. Tell them what value you can provide. So be like, I got the hardest loops in the game right now. It's not going to come off as cocky. It's going to catch their attention and be like, damn, this guy's saying they got the hardest loops in the game. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just, yo, send loops. Yo, send loops. It's something a little different. And if you've worked with some bigger artists already, I would recommend in your message saying, I'll be working with, let's say you have a song with Future. You could not even be working with them consistently. Just kind of like a clickbait message so you can lock in with them. You could say, I've been working with Future and ESTG, let's say. Another good way is replying to their stories a lot. Replying with not just a fire emoji, but let's say they post a really fire fit and they're wearing tight jeans, let's say. You could say, baggiest jeans in Atlanta, laughing emoji, fire emoji, or something like that. Just to come off as funny, because then you get straight into their primary inbox and not into their requests. So even if they just like that message, you can send them that message being like, yo, you so hard, bro, let's lock in. And now your message is going to go straight to them instead of their request. Like, they're going to get notified on their phone. Like, a thing's going to pop up showing your message just because they liked your message and they kind of accepted the invite to chat with you. So, like, this is just, like, straight sauce, bro. So, like, networking is one of the most important things, important pillars in growing as a music producer and seeing progress. A lot of producers I know network, but they don't network properly, which is a huge thing. Another thing I would say is going to studios. I don't care if you're in fucking other side of the country. There are studios in where you're from. If you have to drive an hour, 30 minutes, you gotta do it, bro. Like, you gotta do it. And if your parents aren't letting you, let's say you're young, because I remember when I was starting on, my parents wouldn't let me because they thought it was too dangerous. Then maybe you can't go to studios for a living. Maybe you gotta make enough money, get some placements, actually show your parents that you're doing something for them to let you start going to studios. Because they're not gonna send their kids, let's say you're in the suburbs, right? They're not gonna send your kids to a studio where all they've heard about studios is that there's just violence, gangs, and a whole bunch of bad stuff that goes on there, which isn't really true. Sometimes it can be. So they don't really have a reason to send you to a studio. For them, it's just, he has a hobby and I want to send him to a dangerous place where he could get fucking killed. Why would I do that? But if you see that you're making money, you're doing everything you're supposed to do, you're being a good kid in the house, like just shit like that, bro, and your parents will actually send you to the studio. So, like, that's what I did. It might not work for you, and then you just gotta wait till you move out or some shit like that, to be honest. But yeah, you gotta make it work, bro. You can't see an obstacle and then just stop. You gotta see the obstacle so you can figure out the obstacle and knock that shit down, bro. Like, you gotta get back. You gotta get back up type shit. Motivational Hocus in the cut. All right, next thing we got is posting content. And this is what I'm doing right now, posting content. This is how you guys, if you've never heard of me before, you're hearing about Hocus Crazy from the content that he's posting right now. So I'm reaching out to you. You could have a connect with Drake, and now you hit me up on Instagram saying, I seen your YouTube video, you helped me a lot. My cousin's Drake. Send me some loops, and I'll play them for him. That's probably not going to happen, but just from someone seeing this video that I'm recording right now, that could happen, right? Like, you don't know. Metro Boomin could be watching this video right now. Hi, Metro. And what I recommend doing for content, since there's a lot of different types of content to do for producers, go through your favorite content creators for producers, whether that's me, Max Shooter, whoever. Those are the two who came to my mind. Yeah, you go through their videos, make a list in Notion or iCloud, kind of a list of all the ideas of videos that you've found. Make all those videos. Post 1 time a day if you can, or if you can't do that, 3 times a week on Instagram Reels and on TikTok and maybe even YouTube Shorts. I recommend the most Instagram Reels. TikTok's kind of dead now, but you can just easily upload whatever you upload to Instagram to TikTok, but just make your videos for Instagram Reels and also upload to TikTok and the other platforms for extra exposure. But I think Instagram Reels is where it's at now. I'm pretty sure TikTok's getting like banned and shit, so yeah, TikTok's low-key not the move anymore. But yeah, Instagram, post them on Instagram. Keep experimenting with different videos until, let's say, you get 20K plus views on a video, and a video does decently good, decently viral, 50K plus views, whatever. And then just keep keep reinventing and doing videos like that, and keep changing it up a little bit. Don't just do the same shit, because your audience is going to get tired. You're going to get big unfollows and stuff like that. Do the same videos, but change it up a little bit, and then move on to different types of videos, and kind of see when you're kind of got tired of that kind of group of videos that went viral, move on to a whole bunch of different type of videos, and then see out of that group which one goes viral. Then just keep replicating that one. Now you have 2 videos that you can replicate and that go viral. Then you just keep moving on, and now you're gonna soon have like 10 videos types that you know that will go viral. You just have to change it up a little bit. So yeah, bro, it might sound complicated, but you really can't overcomplicate this shit, bro. Like I can't even say what I'm doing, but the big thing that I'm working on is gonna have all the sauce in there for you. So stay tuned. I'm not gonna fail with this shit, bro. I got the biggest thing on the way for music producers that'll take them to the next level, like guaranteed. So stay tuned. So yeah, that's content. And then the last thing I want to talk about, which is the thing that's actually gonna make you your money, is opening a startup and a business. And what this is after you've grown a brand, after you've gotten some placements from networking, and this is like a year and a half after, 2 years after you've done all the steps I just told you consistently, right? Now that you have a personal brand, because you've been posting content that's been going viral, right? You've been getting placements, right? You've been doing all this stuff. You've built up a network. You've grown followers. Now you have the business and just marketing and social media understanding to drop or start working on a startup or a business. This could be a sound kit company, a website to track if artists stole your beats, a community online for producers to network, a way to send your loops to producers. There's a bunch of different options. A sound kit company, I don't know if I already said that. There's a whole bunch of different options, and you can grow that with your personal brand and by itself. So you could promote it through your personal brand and open another page for it. So I have my own page for Sound Stash Kits, which I used to post content on every day, and now I've been chilling because I've been working on that huge thing I've been teasing the whole video. And then I also get a lot of my sales from all my sound kits through my personal brand. And I'm just gonna be completely transparent with you guys. I get sales on that. Obviously, a lot of producers will be like, "Oh, you make money off this? You make money off this?" Yeah, obviously I make money off this, but like, that's kind of how a lot of producers get weird about that other producers make money, not off them, but by exchanging value for money. That's what you have to look at when you open a startup and / business. It doesn't have to be in the music producer space. It could be in another space. But yeah, you just want to start up something that you can actually monetize, sell, make money, and even sell the business at one point, which you could, if it does really, really well, and it's totally like a different thing. Like, I'm pretty sure Splice got bought by Sony Records for like 10 mil or some crazy shit like that. But yeah, I'm talking really fast right now, but just keep up with me. Yeah, you'll also have a little bit of capital from social media and posting on there. Maybe you just had like a Payhip link in your bio selling this one drum kit that you started quickly, but now you can actually start like a proper business with the capital that you have and stuff like that and the understanding. And yeah, I can't lie, that's like the general steps to grow as a music producer in 2024. Those are like the 5 main steps that you gotta do. But you gotta stay consistent, bro. This can't be like some 3 a.m. motivation shit where you're up right now at 3 a.m. doing push-ups, watching this video, and then you wake up in the morning, you go back to school, you do none of this shit that I said to do in this video that you said you were gonna do to yourself. So what I want you to do is like this video, right? You're gonna like this video, and then when you come back to this video, you're gonna come back to this video in 2 months, a month from now, and it's gonna be in your likes, so you could just find it in your likes. You're gonna comment on this video whether it actually helped you or not, and whether you actually stuck to it. So this video is gonna keep you accountable. You're gonna like this video, and then come back to it, comment if it helps you or not. But yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. Comment down below what type of videos you want more like this. I'm gonna have all the resources down in the description. Yeah, I appreciate you guys so much for videos like this on the way. Appreciate y'all. Make sure to execute on this shit. Let's go.